Good morning, everyone. It's Scrappy Kathy with another pin I pulled off the board, hence the name of the series, and I'm going to put on paper. So this one is a little bit different. The pin I chose is this amazing page where there's a black and white beach photo showing the footsteps in the sand and a happy couple walking with their shoes off, and then some colorful embellishments in a vertical line. And it's beautiful, but when I found the photo I wanted to use, I decided I really didn't want to convert it to black and white. I should have tried just to see if it, see how it looked, but and then I could have chosen it. It would have been easier to choose these elements. As it is, this is the photo I selected. It was taken on December 28th of 2014, and it's my granddaughter Katie showing. She was a cheerleader at the time in high school, and this was one of the poses that they did. And we were out walking on the beach at sunset, as you can see, and she said she did one on the sand, and then my husband asked her to go out into the water and do one in the shallow water as the tide was coming in. So she did, and you really can't see her face or anything. Blowing it up this large, it really gets really blurry, but it's kind of a silhouette. It's meant to be a silhouette photo anyway. So what I'm going to do is run my embellishments down this way and leave this open because I really love the colors that are in these waves and the kind of I don't know, peachy sky here that goes to yellow, and then we have the kind of ominous clouds there. So I love this photo so very much. I really don't want to mess up this page. So obviously the task is going to be embellishing, choosing the right embellishments. And I've done a little bit of a review of embellishments in my beachy travel section. So in addition to lifting this pin, I'm trying to fit in all 10 items on the Secret Not Secret Kit Club scrap party that is live until Thursday. You'll be seeing this on Wednesday. And so I'm trying to include all of these things into my page. So I'll kind of go through this list. Paper pad. I went through all of these paper pads, and they all had possibilities. There's a beautiful Martha Stewart. This Glitz Uncharted Waters is probably one of my favorite paper collections of all time. Look at that, how gorgeous that is. Let me see that I don't have all the lights on that I could have on. So let me add that. Let me see if this one is on. It is not. Okay, so that should help. And now you can kind of see that. It's really, really gorgeous. So I was going to use that, but I actually chose a page that I've been hoarding. This may be one of my favorite papers from any collection ever in the history of collections. And it's Glitz design. I can't really tell you what the vintage is. Let's see if it tells me anywhere. 2013. So what I'm going to do, I need a couple more punches. I'm going to have a lot of circles in this design, and the circles will overlay one another. So I'm going to use my 2.5-inch circle punch and punch from this kind of little colorful area down here that looks kind of mixed media-ish. And then I have another punch. I should put the pads away, but it kind of keeps my allows me to elevate my trimmer there, because you know that's kind of important. Okay, let me put that over. And I've got this, I don't expect this to be a very prominent element on the page, but I'm gonna cut, this is a, I don't know if you can see that. It's a sandcastle and bucket and just kind of beach toys look. And I'm going to cut it from uh, the sunset colors. It's only getting the pink there. It's only going to get one row. And you know, I'd really rather have some of that orange along with the pink, so I'm going to eliminate the hot pink. And I can save that for another project. Let me put it over here in my save for another project pile. So let's see if this catches both of those colors. Yeah, I think it does. And I want some of these little music note elements that seem to be peeking through, some of that mixed media looking stuff. So I'm gonna go, that's what I'm seeing is the part that gets cut. Oh, okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna do one punch. You can make a whole 12-inch border if you want to, and I have done that many times with that punch, but here I get to cut it and then I can cut off this. I just got one of the images, one of the repeats of the image. Okay, so this is what it left me with, and those are exactly the colors I wanted, and I think they'll contrast nicely if I put them somewhere in a cluster on the over the really blue water. So I've got a little bowl of things that I have already chosen that I know I want, and I can go over those with you after I get some of this stuff away. And I really saved you the time of going through my baggies full of, well, actually, I went through this one, but I was looking at it the other way. I may like these little fussy cut pineapple. And fussy cutting is one of the requirements there. So I picked a few elements from that one. This is another, this is a collection called Go See Explore by Lori Whitlock for Echo Park, and it's got some cute things in it. I thought I might want to use one of these circles, but I found some more appropriate ones. And this one, I'm not sure what distinguishes this from anything else. I thought for a half a second about this word ocean, and it's kind of the right color blue. But I don't really want anything that big. I could have something that big down kind of around here, but I have in mind something else there. Okay, so I considered using, this is a fancy pants rub-on, and I have used a million of these little fish individually, and I kind of like that wave, but I really like the words make big waves, but I really don't want to, I will use a rub-on, but it's going to be one that I could easily cover with something else if it messes up. I really didn't want to do that, and that hot pink color isn't maybe anything I'm going to use, so I'm going to put that off into the discard pile. So the rub-on I do want to use is from the, let's see, I think this is a crepe paper collection, and I'm going to do this. I like both the camera and the palm trees, and I think I will, well, let's kind of go through the composition of this. there's a very large circle here that is overlaid with some elements. There's another circle here. There's some banners there. I'm going to take it top to bottom and kind of select my items. What I want to do is maybe have this be my large circle, kind of right in this area. And I thought I might just add to it by rubbing on these palm trees. And I may as well go ahead and do that now. Let's just get that done, and then I can put that part of the, let's see what I'm going to do here. And the good thing is that I'm planning to overlay other elements on that circle anyway, so if this messes up or doesn't come out complete, the image doesn't come out complete, I can always cover it up with something. So let me get my stick. I really like, when doing rub-ons, I like the wood sticks so much better than the more flexible plasticky ones. So let me do that. Let me get this on camera, get this up a little higher and adjust it so you can see everything I'm doing. Just gonna rub it like this. And because this image that's on that circle is already a bit kind of distressed looking, if this isn't perfect, it's really not gonna matter. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so that added a little bit of thematic interest there. I'm gonna say no to the, here's how it goes, to the this rub-on camera, just because I have identified a couple other cameras, and one of them is a dimensional sticker, and I kind of like that, so I might go with that. So I'll put that off to the side. Let's see, the banners. I found a set of ephemera. There's also a kind of a, for some elements that, let's see, what is this? I have no idea what ephemera this is. Beach Day ephemera. Okay, Beach Day being a collection by, I can't tell you. I like this frame, and I thought I might try to work it in somewhere, but instead of one banner up there, I might kind of like these three, and I could kind of run them off the page a little bit and maybe put them at angles like that. So I'm going to put that in my jar of things to keep. I have there's a little circle here where you can put the date, and that was December 28th, 2014. And I thought I might be able to use at least part of this on there, so I'll stick that in here, and in a minute we'll go through what I have chosen. So I'm going to put the rest of these Beach Day things in here. What I feel like, as I mentioned a while ago, the original has this lovely black and white photo, and so you can decorate with any colors you want. And they've chosen kind of a pastel color palette, except for this bright green cactus, and I'm not quite sure what the cactus has to do with Venice Beach, other than you find them all over California in leading up to Venice Beach. So I have something else I want to use there, but I can use deeper colors because of this really deep blue in the water, and I can use pastel colors and you know, pinks and yellows and peachy colors, because of this. Now, she's a kid there. Well, let's see, what was she? 12 when that was taken. And so I can use some kind of kid-like elements, but I don't have to. So if it seems like it comes out of left field, I may not use it. Okay, I have another thing I will want to use. I have these, they're called wishing bubbles, and I bought them at a favorite, and look, there's some little Amy Tangerine hearts stuck to it. They're in the drawer with all of my enamel things, and I really love those little hearts, and they're perfect colors. But I got these at a, this photo was taken in Pensacola Beach, and just down the road is Foley, Alabama, about an hour away, and there's a scrapbook store there called Gigi's, and it's amazing. And she's got a lot of beachy, watery, you know, fun in the sun kind of stuff in her store, as you would expect. And I'd never seen anything like these bubbles, and I have used a few of the purple ones, and I think I had another package that were bluer, and these are the aqua ones. So I'm going to try to put these in here. I may not use any of the raised sprinkles unless, you know, because they're kind of large, but I may use some of these little smaller enamel looking ones. So I'll put those in the I know I'm going to use it pile. Let's see. I really like this orange circle here, so I'm going to put that in the pile of things I'm going to use. And here's the camera I like. It's a road trip thing. That works out great. Not sure what this is. I think I would rather have that on the camera. This is a couple dice with a little cord behind it, and I think it would be more appropriate as a camera cord, don't you think? Okay, so how I do that is I pull that one apart, stick it off to the side somewhere, and for the moment, I'm just going to put a couple dabs of glue. I don't want to pull the the pop dot off of the camera because I want it to still stick. Let me see if I can use my tweezers to place that more carefully. There we go. That's in there, and that'll dry up quickly and be ready when I'm ready to put the camera on. Hopefully by doing all this selecting ahead of time, the embellishing goes fairly quickly. But I know I'm going to try some things out. So there, I think that's kind of cute. And if I want to put it on later and I don't think it's cute, it's maybe lost its cuteness in terms of the total composition, it should be easy enough to remove. So I'm going to kind of stick that here. And this is a collection called Palm Beach by My Mind's Eye. And what I have my eye on here are these golden palm trees. And I think there are 2 in here, a couple different sizes, maybe more. But I like those. There are also some tropical leaves, and I want to use some tropical leaves. There's a pretty flower there that might look good. I'm stopping short of wanting to use these kind of lighter green colors for the leaves. So I think the only thing I'm going to pull from there are the golden palm trees. And this is what I'm selecting. Not all of it will necessarily get used. Let me just put that off to the side and I can do that off camera. I like on this is kind of a cheap set of stickers that I got somewhere in 2016 apparently. And I like the word getaway and as a title. And I may use it. In any case, I'm going to cut it off the sticker sheet. What I like about it is if I put it down at the bottom, towards the bottom, over the water, the white shows and the blue is just a dark enough blue to still show over the brighter blue in the photo. So it passed that test of yes, it'll show. This chipboard sheet from Summer Splash by Cartabella has a turtle. And I'm kind of a nut about turtles, and I thought I might use the turtle instead of the cactus, and then I thought I'd have the flip-flops. I found some orange flip-flops. I love the orange flip-flops, and they'll show up great against the blue, so I thought I'd have the orange flip-flops over on the other side. So I'll stick that in here. Now, I'm done going through stuff. Well, actually, I say that, and I want to use this blue compass rose as one of my circles. This is from, it's a line that is defunct now, and there was the one collection I ever saw or bought was, I think it's called Farmhouse Designs or something like that. Anyway, the first line was a travel collection, and it's in those muted colors that I used back then but don't now. I'm going to pull, since I'm going with lots of circles, I really liked this kind of globe-looking guy right here. Okay, now I'm going to put all this stuff away. Here, there are in the original, where's the original? There are a few flowers, maybe just that one. I thought I might do a collection. I don't have any nice big ones that I wanted to use, so I thought I'd use this pink hibiscus, and then there's a yellow and a blue or this teal. Not quite sure which of those. There's an orange too, pink, orange, and yellow maybe, and have them down in the blue, but they're kind of reflecting the yellow and peachy colors that are up there. So I'm gonna keep this handy. The other set of things, this is a Chamel, a set of ephemera from a Chamel line, and I can't tell you what line it is, and I tried to peek under the label there from Tuesday morning. There are some acrylic pieces. I like this one that says Twinkle, and I maybe could kind of use it as a backdrop up there over the yellow. I have this which says Make Magic Happen. Maybe a little too much looking at the stuff that's gathering in my bowl there. Let Your Dreams Soar, be really cute on a page. Then there's To the Moon and Back, which might be appropriate somewhere up there because it's, you know, the moon's getting ready to be visible at that time of day. But I'm not sure about any of these, so I'll kind of put it over here with these stickers and see if we need anything like that, if we think we need anything like that. Here in this Wild Heart collection, which is probably, well, you know, I said a while ago that Uncharted Waters was one of my favorite collections in the history of collections. Wild Heart probably is my favorite, and it's a couple years old, and a lot of the elements of it go for sale at Tuesday Morning and other places, because it's, you know, uh, it's so 2 years ago, and I really like it. I don't know if I'm going to use um, this big leaf, but it would be a nice backdrop for some of those circles, I thought. This is a vellum leaf that I'm going to kind of reject for this page. There are a million other things that I looked at and kind of rejected, but I like this guy because it's got the yellow and the pink, kind of the colors that are in that sunset. And if I get any kind of horizontal element going, I think I will use that, but I need to fussy cut it. So I'll put my scissors out. Okay, I think I'm ready now to review my 10 items. just crazy. Okay, paper pad. I have punched a couple things out of a sheet from that Uncharted Waters paper pad. Paint. There is paint on a wooden element down in this, just trust me. There's a little wooden element. I painted some things. I did a mixed media piece and had some paint on my mat, and I wanted to use it, so I painted one of these little kind of generic looking little pieces in the lavender paint, and that would qualify as my paint. So I'm going to put that kind of along I'm going to create a grouping here of things. The die cuts from the paper pad, let's get those in order. Here's that. That goes paper pad, and this little guy, paint. Stamps. I want to use this. This says Mermaid at Heart. This was handmade by JoJo Kelly, who is a scrappy friend of mine that I met in person at a Secret Not Secret Kit Club retreat at Oak Harbor, Ohio last March, almost a year ago. That's crazy. And she made these little gifts for everyone there, and I've been hoarding mine. It's kind of a glitter covered little seashell here, and she's got it all mounted on this little clip, and it's stamped. It says Mermaid at Heart, and she stamped the heart and the mermaid. So that's my stamped element that's going to be in there. Hearts, I've got a sheet of hearts. I'm going to use one of those for my purple element and another color to qualify for the hearts. I'll probably go with yellow. So there are the hearts. Mist, I've got a Heidi Swap Color Shine. I'm going to just sprinkle a few dots up in the sky, so you have just I really don't want to overdo it. So that's in gold. Die cuts and ephemera. So there are lots of those in here. This frame and these gold palm trees work for that. Purple, I've got in the hearts. Fussy cutting, I have, these are, when we were at Margaritaville Beach Hotel in Pensacola Beach, which is where we were when this photograph was taken, John and I were there last winter, and we took a painting class. And this is from the painting I did of a palm tree. I took a photograph of it, or I scanned it, I think, and then I printed it a million times in different sizes, and then ran it through my Xyron machine, so I have stickers. And these are also the little seagulls that I painted. So that's my fussy cutting. If I fussy cut that bird from this card, that'll be another example of it. Another die cut or ephemera piece there. Metallic or glitter. Now I've got a couple of metal brads that I'm going to use in place of, well, I'll have to hunt through and find them all. But I also have, this is from the Wild Heart collection. It's a paper clip, and that is a glittered leaf. So I thought I might try that. And stickers. And I've got, I think I cut out this camera will suffice as a sticker. So other things I thought I might want to use are, this is the little punch that I did. I'll do my 3 banners. I've got a map of the state of Florida, and I thought I could maybe work that in somewhere. Here's the little painted piece, so now I have 2 of those. I have these fish, one side of which has some glittered elements, and I may like the fish better than the turtle because the fish have the blue. This is just a sticker ticket that I thought I could layer somewhere. So I'll have that there. A seashell, a piece of flare. This is something else that I would probably use fussy cut. This is not obviously taken on December 28th. It's not anything to do with summer. So I thought I could keep the summer part and then tuck that behind something somewhere. Maybe, here's an idea, maybe behind the frame like that. Or maybe up like this, and then I could layer a circle here and then something else behind it, have all of that on top of this leaf, and the leaf shows through. Don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. But at the painting class, this is, I wanted to, here in the, let me start back here. Right in here in the original, they've got Venice Beach, which is where they were strolling. I've got this is the painting that my husband did at the same painting class, and it's the Pensacola Beach sign. So I thought I'd work that in. Here are the orange flip-flops, and I am going to fussy cut those out. It's on a piece of ephemera from one of those collections that we went through. I'm going to do them individually, and then I can kind of overlap them, and they are just as cute as they can be. Maybe just a tad bit bigger than I might want, and I may be saying that because the original is printed kind of small. And also, the proportions are going to be a little bit different. The original is an 8.5 by 11 layout. Okay, well, if I save that, I've got 2 of these little guys. This is a possibility. It says transparency, and I thought I might use that as a layering piece. They're little fussy cut pineapples. This is these are a couple of the circles I might layer. That's a possible title. This is a possibility of something I might layer, it's because it's at sunset that I like it so much. It was actually a label on something we bought at, I don't know, Bahama something. Tommy Bahama. Here's a little purple arrow that's also been painted. I didn't know if I needed a purple and a painted. Hearts are needed, and I have these tiny little wooden hearts that I may use instead of those, and here are my brads. Okay, and here's the little date thing, a little tiny ticket that says admit one, and an arrow. May or may not use any of these things. Okay, I'll let that be my reject pile. So I'm going to start from the top and kind of go down with the elements that seem to fit the original intent, shall we say. Okay, so I'm going to go with these. I really like these because that's kind of what the sky layers look like there. Let me get my glue. I'm just going to layer these on flat, but I will overlap. And I'm going to let them kind of splay out a bit, and I'll cut those pieces from the top. This one I may go ahead and put on a foam dot, and it will be straight, so I won't have to cut it. Okay, so that's done, and there's in the original, there's a little message and a little smiley face, and I have some small elements. What this admit one ticket, or yeah, I might do that. That would be kind of cute, and it looks sort of random if I angle it like that. Okay, so that's we've got one down. Now there's the larger embellishment cluster there, and I kind of wanted to I will have something coming off here, one of these, or a couple of layered circles. So I'm going to use some mounting tape for this. There's some thin strips that I had cut for something else, and I need a couple more. Here's my magic roll of tape. There's not a lot of sticky left on that. I'll do this. I thought, because I'm just embellishing, that this would be a short video, but I think it'll be longer than I might want it to be, or as we say around the house, longer than it wants to be. But it might be interesting to see how this lift comes together. This main cluster I want right here because it kind of looks like she's pointing to it, and that's kind of a design element that seems appropriate. I thought I'd use in this one, this is kind of layered behind. I'm gonna cut this. Actually, this circle was actually cut from the cover of a paper pad, and I like that it blends right in with that. I'm going to pull out my little foam scrap bucket, and it literally is a bucket. Okay, I'll do that there, and it's up on foam, and I'll be layering some other things around it, maybe something like this. I'm not sure what's going to go back here, and as I look at it, it may not need anything. Maybe just this guy kind of overlapping. I like that. And our little camera. And the camera, I think, can go here on the okay, that works. And maybe something, okay. How about, it's subtle, but if I pop it up, there'll be some dimension to it. This little beachy scene, okay, I'm gonna like this. What I like is, against the wood grain, it doesn't really pop as much as it would against the blue, but it certainly fits. And if I put it like this, kind of up high, then it does still pop against the blue, and it kind of blends in with the wood grain. So I like that. Let's see where my glue is. I'm going to, let's see, this is going to go like this. So I'll put some on this bottom part and some on these leaves. Okay, that works. So I've kind of built that little cluster there. I might take this as an opportunity to put those two little tiny wooden hearts. Where did they go? Not seeing them. How about, is there any place to tuck this in? I'm going to cut it in half and save the other piece, and maybe just kind of tuck it back here, kind of angling up. I've lost the little wooden hearts. I'll probably find them before this is over. I'm going to reject the larger palm tree. I'm good with that. I thought I might do this circle and let it be on a large pop dot, but so that I can layer some other circles around it. Let me do it this way. Okay, and here's where I'll take the compass rose. Do not want that to stick. Where did my tweezers go? Here they are. I dropped it on there, and if you have done this before, you've probably been stung by the fact that I may want to put this one up here, but I think I'm going to cut it in half. Kind of put that off there. Maybe here. Let's put it under this. As you know, stickers stick to photo paper really well, whether you want them to or not. So I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to layer this, and this is on a piece of foam, so I have to layer it under the foam, and that's kind of a tricky operation. Let me do it that way, and I'll do this. So it looks like kind of a ticket to the world. Okay, we'll go with that. I'm still looking for something to put right here and not finding it. The other thing I'm seeing is that this mermaid at heart is going to kind of fill the space up. So my Pensacola Beach isn't going to show. So here, I never do this, but I want this Pensacola Beach sign more than I want that compass rose. So I'm going to cover it up because I will never unstick it. It's just not going to happen. I did not, as you can see, I did no space planning for this. And so not everything that I selected will get on there. Maybe I'll do it like that. Nah. I'm gonna go ahead and cover it completely like this. I just want to use this exactly as it is. So because I want to use it exactly as it is, let me go ahead and put the glue on it and get it down and see where I can fit in the other things that I really love. Okay, so I can tuck it under that. That seems to work, and it doesn't completely obscure the word. Okay. You know, I should have put, and I guess I can put I can put a pop dot here to stick that top part down to keep it from moving around. Okay, so now very carefully put this back in place. Okay, and I've put some of that grass behind the heart, and I don't know that I can fix that, but it's fine as it is. Okay, so let me do this and see if I stick this down here, and I've got that stuck down now so it won't move around. Okay, now what I was thinking is I could layer these guys on pop dots, my little flip-flops, and kind of have them overlap the sign. I've got some elements up at the top that I haven't done. The colors of these on these flip-flops are just not perfect to go with the pretty pink and aqua on here, but I think they work well enough with the photo that that's okay. And these colors on these pineapples do work, so I'm going to go with the pineapples. That tells me I need pineapples. We're still short some blue or some paint and some purple and some glitter. There's glitter on the shell there, and there's stamping on Mermaid, and there's there's a paper pad, and there's, okay, let's see how this looks. I'm going to kind of, there. Okay, now, in the original, there are these plus signs and some little stars. That's where I'm going to do the sprinkle of the color shine. But I do want to add these little brads because I need something metallic. And I'm going to do a very inelegant way of placing these. Maybe one right here, and I just kind of cut a hole in my photo. And then I'm going to go with another one. Let's see what would look good. It kind of leading to this. So, oops, I'll do that. Hopefully that won't hurt. And I've selected a couple brad colors that kind of go. And what I'm going to do instead of those stars are I'm going to do the one of my little, or a couple of my seagulls that I painted, and I have to layer my little palm tree over the Pensacola sign, so it's kind of what I painted and what John painted. There, okay, so I've got the blue to reflect the sea, and I've got the kind of peachy colored crystal to reflect the sky. I like this. It has a little camera and it says snapshot, and it's in, it could be tucked back there. There's a little element there. It's kind of killing some stash. I'm not going to use the title of Getaway. I don't know if I have a spot that's works for this. Maybe just kind of tucked right in there. It's kind of out of the way, but still an element of interest maybe. Kind of slide it in there. I think that works. Not going to use my state of Florida because I've got Pensacola Beach down there. Let's go to my string of stickers. Where's the smallest? This guy looks like it's the smallest, and I was going to layer it more this way. I don't want to cover. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the little beach off of it and have just the trunk, and I'm going to put a pop dot under it. So the head of the palm tree, I'll glue the trunk down, but the head of the palm will stick up. I want to be sure. Okay, there and there. And you can still kind of see the Pensacola Beach back there. Let's see, what else? I need hearts, and I've lost those two little wooden hearts. I still haven't found them. Oh, there's one. Let me go ahead and put the hearts I am going to use here. Maybe right here. Maybe that's what I want there, and I'll kind of do it off to the side. Look, I have both of my wooden hearts. Let me take that one off. I'll use it somewhere else. I want my wooden hearts up there just above the wood frame. Okay. I've got a low battery notice. I hope that doesn't interrupt anything. see if I can get this placed. Wooden hearts are so thick they don't do a good job of overlapping, but if the sizes are different, you kind of get the same effect. And in this case, I'm gluing it on to the frame, which is kind of lifted up above that. Okay, now I'm going to go with my purple heart and yellow heart down here, kind of coming off the frame. I'll take a really teeny tiny yellow one and put it there. Okay, so what have I not used that I need to use? Where's my list? Paper pad, I've got that paint, I've got that stamp, got that hearts all over the place. Mist, I haven't put that on yet, I'll do that last. Die cuts and ephemera, they're, the frame is a die cut, it's a piece of ephemera. I didn't use this and kind of wish I could have. Didn't use the state of Florida. It just, it's kind of jarring. I don't like it. Didn't use the fish. It's kind of too big, don't you think? Maybe I could have the, I could do mine where they did theirs straight down. I could actually turn mine on its side and do that. I don't need it, so let me not use it. I didn't use this little transparency thing. It already kind of comes down and kind of splays out, and there could be something else over here, but I don't think it wants to be that fish. Maybe if the fish were coming out that way. Let me try that with this fish. What about a shell? Maybe a seashell down here and the fish coming out from under the sign. How about like this? My painted wood piece is getting in the way, but it could kind of, excuse me, come out like that. I like it. I wanted to use that fish. I've loved that collection. It's a K & Company collection from many years ago. So there, and then I'll add this shell kind of underlapping the fish. Let me just glue it down. Do I want it this way? Yeah, that's a good direction. So I'll put the glue here. I like the way they did their ephemera. They printed on both sides so you can have it facing any which way you want. Okay, so there. Now I'm gonna go back with, okay, let's check again, I'm sorry. Die cuts or ephemera, purple, I've got purple in it. Fussy cutting, metallic or glitter, I've got glitter there, and my metallic brads and stickers. I've got stickers. Where do I have stickers? This is a sticker up here, and that ticket is a sticker. Okay, let me do, I've got one of my little stickery things. Oh, flowers. I was gonna do some flowers, and I'm thinking maybe up in here, if I do a teal and a yellow and an orange and leave off the pink. And let's see if that works. I'll have that just glued on here, and maybe this is coming out. It kind of underlaps it there. And then this one I can put on a dot and it can overlap the top one. And I like that it's yellow because the background is yellow there. That can go there. Okay, perfect. And let's see. I can use a couple of these little tiny watery drops out in the water. I might do one where maybe a few of those. Okay, and do I need the blue? I'm gonna say no. I think I've got everything I want. So, and I think I have all 10 elements, stickers, metallic, glitter, fussy cutting, whatever. It's all there, and I'm happy with the page. I will cut these little guys off. I think I may do that now. Of course, I'll probably mess it up. Okay. It's done. And it's not exactly like the original. It doesn't have a cactus, for instance, but I really, really love it. I'm happy with the clustering. So that's it. Oh, wait. We have to do a few drops of gold in that beautiful golden sky. So I'll do some there. And I may just leave it at that. When those dry, and I won't pick it up for the camera, but I'll kind of put it all in frame here so you can see what it looks like. And I really like that the water is showing through the frame and that there's just one palm tree there. That's amazing. Okay, so thank you for watching. Get out and find something on Pinterest and take it off the board and put it onto the page. Thanks again. Be sure to check out all the other participants who are doing off the board. Their links will be in my, well, actually their links will be on Crystal Barrett's Pineapple Papers website. She's the one who organizes this, and she's the one who knows who all has participated each month. So thank you again for watching. Bye.